a good thing. Hey everybody, it's Sean and Julie from Chicory's Travels, and we are live.
And we're so excited to have you here with us. We appreciate you joining us.
We are going to today talk about our 4 favorite gadgets that we have for the RV. Each one of us has 2 different ones, and hopefully it's interesting.
And there's a reason why we picked 4. So we each said we picked 2 things that we can't live without, but the reason why we picked the number 4 is
because we've been doing this for 4 years now.
Yeah, we're 4 years since we bought the RV. So these are things that we didn't necessarily start with, but we have now. We've kind of improved our RV life along the way. We've learned from other RVers and people that we've met and gotten suggestions and tried things that worked, some didn't work. And now we have these 4 things that we absolutely use every single day. I would say one item maybe 90% of the time, but definitely they're things I can't live without.
And we, I think my 4 might be changing. Well, my top 2 might be changing. And right now I'm installing lithium batteries and a new inverter and a battery monitor and a whole bunch of cool electronic stuff. So mine might change after I get all this install done, and we'll see.
Okay.
But for right now,
I think there's kind of like a flare next to you. You want to slide down on the...
Sure.
We're going to adjust to it a little bit just so you guys don't have that. And who's here with us?
2 for RV is on. Hello, 2 for RV.
Hello. Oh, and did they say in Florida?
Yeah.
We are on our way to Florida on, well, Friday we're going to start moving. We're not going to quite make it there. I think we're going to stop in Georgia, but we're on our way to Tampa. Super excited. We love Tampa. We've been there several times.
Okay, so do you want me to start or do you want to start?
You start. Go ahead. Well,
okay.
Or is it ladies first?
Yeah, ladies first.
Okay. Well, my number 1 thing that I have a real hard time when people say, what's the one thing you couldn't live without in the RV? Because there's 2 things that I use almost every single day. One of them I've had, I think, for a year now, and I brought Pops. So this is my Instant Pot, and it's a small Instant Pot. It's only a 3 quart. It's called the Duo Mini, and I do use it like almost every single day, And the big Instant Pot is awesome because it has a lot of like different inserts and gadgets and stuff. This one's a little more basic. It's hard to find things that go in it. Of course, just the regular pot that goes inside. And I use it to make rice, beans, soup, casseroles. I saute in it. I can boil things in it. And then, of course, the pressure cook is what I do mostly for like rice and dried beans and things like that. And it saves a lot of money too.
Yeah.
I mean, because Sean he loves rice. And he used to buy those already cooked packs of rice.
Yeah. And
then, microwave them. But those things are, they can add up where I can get a whole bag of rice and then make it in the Instant Pot and it lasts for a while. So it's awesome.
And then one bonus gadget, I guess, as part of it.
Just got this a few months ago.
Is a vegetable
steamer
basket. So
yeah, so you see
the
extra little legs, you fill the water up just to the bottom of that. So the water doesn't actually touch the vegetables, and then it just fits right in there. It's silicone. It fits right in there. And then I put my like green beans or whatever that I'm going to steam, potatoes sometimes. And then again, I'll use pressure cook for like 2 minutes. And then when the 2 minutes is up, I let out the steam and then open it. And then this doesn't get too hot because it's silicone and you can just pull it right out. Of course, you got to be careful of the steam, but it's awesome. And they taste so much better than like frozen or canned vegetables.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I have that goes in with it. And I just got that in February when we were in Texas.
Yep.
But love it. So yes, I use my Instant Pot on a regular basis. And I am working on a cookbook right now that I'll probably have in the next week or 2 where it's going to be 25 recipes, and it's going to be a free cookbook just to share with you guys. If you're interested to see, 5 of them will be Instant Pot recipes. There'll be 5 grill recipes, 5 no cook recipes. So that's coming. And also, just to let you know, I do have a video pretty recently on my kitchen renovation, and in there I show like where my Instant Pot fits in my kitchen, because I actually have a pretty small counter space compared, I mean, for a fifth wheel. I mean, a lot of people have like these islands and stuff. I was robbed because of this deck that we never can use, and that's a whole nother story. But Instant Pot, gotta have it. It's worth the counter space.
Okay, my turn.
Someone else here? Do you want to say hi first? Hi
to How We Roll.
Hi, How We Roll. Thanks for joining.
So mine, what size would you recommend for 2 people on the Instant Pot?
Yeah, this is the one, at least for us. It's the 3-quart Duo Mini. I do have a link on our website, chicories-travels.com. If you look under RV resources down near the bottom of the list, I put them alphabetical. It's small kitchen cooking. And I have a list of the items that I'm going to show you, including my Instant Pot and the one that I use. And I'm going to add these videos of this lady that I love to watch. She's called Let's Cook Y'all, because she does a whole lot of videos of recipes that she's trying out with her Instant Pot, and it's all focused on cooking for 2, which is awesome.
Yeah. And Opting Out of Normal is on. Hello, guys. Oh, nice to see you.
Can't wait to see you guys again in October.
So my favorite gadget, I think, is my water filter system. And I don't have any show and tell, but we'll post a link to the video up here somewhere.
Yeah.
I made it from scratch. Basically, we were having a lot of problems with our water lines getting clogged with junk. And it happened mostly down in Florida. The water in Florida, for some reason, is not that good.
In it.
Yeah, there was a lot of sediment. So our lines were getting clogged.
Yeah, it wasn't that it tasted bad.
And I was having a hard time trying to keep them clean. So we purchased all the stuff and made a high flow water filter using the large capacity canisters. And I have a 0.5 micron or a 5 micron filter, a 1 micron filter, and then a charcoal filter that's just for taste and smell. But the water's been amazing since we put that in.
It has. Ever since then, we haven't had any problems. It didn't have any noticeable detrimental effect on the flow. And then the benefit of it is we never, after we installed that, had the problem with the sediment clogging the lines. Because when he had to unclog the lines, they were not in convenient places.
No.
They were like way up under the counter.
And so we built it. We looked at buying them, but they were so expensive. And we built it for, I think it's about $150. And then we changed the filters once every quarter or so. And those are, I don't even know how much those cost. They're on Amazon, maybe like $15.
Yeah, on our website, chicories-travels.com, under RV resources, RV maintenance, the DIY water filter article is there. And we'll link it in the show notes afterwards. But he lists every single item that he purchased. So you can see the exact size of the fittings, because it's basically 3 filters in a row, and then you have the hose that goes from the faucet to the filters, and then from the filters to the RV. And we keep it outside of the RV.
Yeah, and then we also have a adjustable water flow valve on there, so we can regulate the amount of water flow that's coming into the RV. But I've heard a lot of comments. People say, it affects your water flow, but our pressure in the RV has not changed. And I keep it adjusted so it's flowing between 50 and 60, I think is what we keep it at. And we just throw it in the back of the truck when we're ready to move. And then when we get to the next spot, we just pull it out, hook up the hose, and we're good to go. So it's definitely saved a lot of maintenance time. And it's really easy to care for and is very, very well worth it. And I want to say hi to Wheeling with the Wendy's. They're listening as they're waiting for their agent to arrive so they can sign the contract on their house. Yay. So they're one step closer, they say. So that's great. Awesome.
So another thing I want to add about the water filter is that's a DIY solution. It cost him about $150 to build originally, and then it's just the cost of the replacement actual filters now. If you want to buy the same thing but plug and play so that you don't have to build it yourself, we did meet people, the RV water filter store folks. They're sponsors of the RV Nomad movie that we are in the cast, and they're great people, and they do sell, I think they call it South of the Border is the name of it, but we'll put a link to it in the comments after this video as well, to their RV water filter store, so that if you don't want to build it yourself, you can just buy a ready-made solution.
I also built a PVC stand that goes with it. So it sits right in the PVC stand, which was simple to build as well.
Shake the table.
Oh, sorry.
We're shaking the table, so if you notice any vibration, it's trying to fix it.
Okay, you're next.
Okay, I'm next. Okay, let me put my Instant Pot down. I brought another. Mine were easy to carry out. So my next favorite thing, I had this in my house, and now I have it in my RV, and it's big again. And I don't have a big kitchen for a fifth wheel because of this deck toy hauler setup, but it's worth the space. This is my Vitamix. I have had this for 5 to 6 years. We were trying to figure out when exactly I bought it. We were in the Air Force for 20 years, so we go by like what assignment we were at. And it was at our second to last assignment, actually. So I know it's probably been about 6 years, but they're kind of pricey. I want to say it was about $500.
Yeah,
but
it was
I mean,
expensive.
I've had it for 6 years now, and it's still going strong. And I use this almost every single day. The main thing that I use it for every single day is that we like to start our day with a green smoothie. So that's with, usually I make my green smoothies, and I'll post a recipe or a link to a recipe I already have. But I use kale and water, apples, pineapple, and blueberries is my standard. Sometimes I'll mix it up with different fruits or throw a little bit of ginger in there to give it a little zing. But we like to start with that every day. And this thing really blends up I put the whole apple in there. Like, I don't core it. I'm putting it in there with the seeds and everything, skin and everything. And this pulverizes it, and it makes a perfect way to start the day. Yeah, the difference between a Vitamix and a regular blender is like going from a prop plane to a jet engine. I mean, it's worlds of difference between how it blends things up. Yeah, so the actual model that I have, again, is on my website that I'll put the link to, my RV kitchen, and you can also see a picture of how it fits on my counter. I also use it a lot, like to make soups and sauces is probably another reason, like my potato leek soup. Yep. I'll use my Instant Pot to saute the leeks and then add the potatoes and put it on pressure for a little bit. Then I dump it all in here and give it a little blend for like a minute, and it makes it nice and smooth. Yeah. So yeah, but definitely for the smoothies, and then also for some soups and sauces. Love my Vitamix. I would probably cry if it died. Yeah. We'd have to get a replacement. Yeah. Can't afford it. So I guess it's How We Roll they love their Vitamix. Oh, too. Awesome. Julie doesn't have her reading glasses on. So no, I had my sunglasses because the sun was coming and it was like right in my eyes. So I need to get some prescription sunglasses so I can actually see the comments. So my other gadget that we use every day religiously is actually a couple of gadgets in one. It's our Verizon jetpacks and our WeBoost. And we just did a video review on the WeBoost. We got the Drive 4GX RV WeBoost. In March, maybe? Yeah, March, probably yeah. February, March timeframe. And what this does is it will boost a cellular signal up to 35 times. So if you're somewhere where the signal is really weak, then you can, the WeBoost will boost that signal up. It definitely makes a huge difference when we're in areas with low cellular service. We actually got this from Techno RV, who are
full-time RVers and RV entrepreneurs, and it's Eric and Tammy Johnson. And along with selling products on their website, the great thing is that they have a learning series for each of their products, and they'll send you a series of emails with videos that will show you how to get the best use of your product that you're using. So we love using them for our electronic needs. They're a great couple, and like I said, really helpful website. So if you get a chance, we'll put a link down below to the Techno RV page. Yeah. And like I say, shop RV local. Yeah. That's what we like to call it. Support other RVers. So instead of going to Amazon, which you can get the product there, you can go to Techno RV, get the product, and also get the questions answered that you have. And if you have any additional questions outside of the learning series, you can contact them, and they're more than happy to help you out. So between the 2 Verizon jetpacks and the WeBoost, our internet is pretty good until we use up our data on our Verizon jetpacks. Yeah, and once we use our data, I mean, there's nothing that can help it. So yeah, we're just slow. It's just slow. Then we go to Starbucks, or else we just deal with it being slow. So tell us in the comments, what are your RV gadgets that you could not live without? We actually have a blog post that we call Essential RV Items, and it's 17, I think. Actually, it might be 18 because we added the WeBoost, but it was 17, and we've been doing this for 4 years. And like I said, in the beginning, we went out and bought like all this junk. Like we went crazy at Camping World. Oh, I think I need that. I think I need that. And then you just don't use it, or it doesn't work right. Or like you have the chair, what they call it, a zero gravity chair. Yeah. He loves it. Well, we got 2 of those chairs. I hated it. So I had to get like a different chair. So in our article, we talk about the things that we're still using 4 years later. And then we took off the junk. So that's why we call it the essential items. Yeah. So hi, Kevin. He joined us, Working to Relax. Thanks for coming. Hey. And another, the one from South Dakota, I think. Oh, the other Kevin. Loving. Kevin and Kevin. Both here. Awesome. And Lance said the WeBoost is next on his list. Yeah, we highly recommend it. And the 4G Drive RV, or 4GX RV, is the one that we got. And they just ordered their solar and lithium components. Ouch is right. I just yesterday installed our 4 lithium batteries and the new converter that's compatible with those lithium batteries. And then tonight I'm going to install the battery monitoring system. And then I still have the 3,000 watt inverter to install. So those videos will be coming out soon, and you'll see it is hot here in Tennessee, and he is working like crazy, getting it done. We should have done it when we were at a place with some other friends, because now we're by ourselves. So he's mostly doing all the work, and I try to help, but you know, I just stand there, and when he says hammer, I hand him the hammer. When he says like socket something or other, I'm like, what's it look like? But I try to help. Yeah, the batteries are expensive. So 2 Far RV says their must-have gadget is a fan. Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, on my list is a battery-operated fan. For the times that we're like, when we were boondocking in Texas, it was our one and only, but we're going to be doing it again. And it would be nice to still have a fan, even if you don't want to use like your regular, battery setup, because we did have the lead acid batteries, which don't give you much power. And we also have Deadeye XXX Productions. And I want to say hello and tell all of you guys to check out that channel. It's someone that we've been following, and they've been following us, and we've been supporting each other since we first started last July. He and his family live up in Canada, and they do videos of all kinds of great festivals and all their different travels. So it's another great channel to follow. Yeah, ouch to the batteries on Working to Relax. At ouch to the batteries. But if you run into people that have them, they all say that lithium's well worth the money that you spend to get them. Now, Howie Roll said they love my Blackstone too. Do you know what a Blackstone is? No.
Okay, so if you're still on here, give us a little more. What's a Blackstone?
And working to relax, like says power tongue jack and 4-point equalizer hitch. Yes, that's very helpful when you're pulling a trailer.
Yeah.
And how we roll their Mobley. Yes, I wish we would have got a Mobley.
Oh yeah, someone told us about it and we went to get one and I guess they're not available anymore. So we missed the boat on that one. You're lucky you got in.
Oh, it's a griddle. It's awesome. They
said. Well, I'm going to have to Google that and check it out. I love all different types of cooking. I haven't really liked our grill too much. We do have a little small Weber grill and it's okay, but I don't know. I like the campfire foil packet cooking a little better.
Yeah. We lost our chat.
Okay, I was afraid maybe we were having last week we had internet problems, but it just timed out. So I'll have to check out that Blackstone griddle. That sounds cool. When we were in the house, and actually our first year in the RV, we had our Traeger smoker, but it was just so big and it was such a pain to take in and out, in and out. I think I'd like to get like one of those little eggs or something because I like the smoking concept of cooking.
Lance says they have 2 Ryobi fans, so that's good. Yeah. Ryobi's a good brand. Oh,
and thanks to Driving and Vibing, they got the news on that and got that Mobley in. Yeah, and we were fortunate enough recently to meet Driving and Vibing and all the other cast members. Well, most of the cast members of the RV Nomads movie when we did filming in Texas in May. So that was pretty awesome because I've been fans of Driving and Vibing since the start too. Even though we have this huge 44-foot RV and they have their little, I think 16-foot, they were joking around saying it could probably fit in our garage. It's just really neat to meet other RVers and hear how other people are living the life. And we still all have that wanderlust in common. So we had great conversation and great time with all of the other cast members.
Yep. And Opting Out of Normal's on. They're part of the cast as well.
Yeah.
Very.
Stacy and Justin, they're awesome. Very cool people, and I'm watching their stuff because they also have a fifth wheel and they do a lot of boondocking, and that's what we're going to start. I'm not totally giving up my full hookups, okay? I still like those, but we're thinking about mixing in some boondocking, especially since we're going west next year after Nomad Fest, and out west is where you really hear about people finding the great boondocking. So check out their blog or YouTube channel, Opting Out of Normal, because they have a lot of great boondocking sites for a larger rig. Driving and Vibing also has great boondocking sites, but we couldn't get into probably half of the places that they go because of our size. So.
And we're going to have to look up this Blackstone grill to see what it's all about.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep. Lance says they have a 41-foot Vengeance similar to ours. And they're going to be at Nomad Fest. Yeah. Awesome. We look forward to meeting you. Yeah, and swapping stories and heading west too. Oh, cool. Hey, might
Maybe
be caravan.
We'll meet up. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's about 23 minutes.
Yeah, so that's about the time our internet seems to start going crazy. It seems to like about that much. So I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. It was really awesome to have this conversation. And if you think of other items that we need to check out to add to our must-have gear, feel free to continue to add to the comments or check us out on Facebook, Chicory's Travels, or on our website, chicorystravels.com, and let's keep the conversation going.
And we'll put links to all of our stuff down below in the notes. And feel free to add to them in the comments. We're always looking for new gadgets to check out.
Yep.
And like I said, right now we're installing our lithium batteries, our solar charger, our new inverter, all that fancy stuff. So look for those videos in the near future. And until we see you on the road or at Nomad Fest.
Or at Nomad Fest or before, just let us know.
Safe travels.